What's up, kings and queens? It's your boy Dan from Tough Previews, and in today's video, I'm going to take you through two of my best bets of Game 3 of the WNBA Finals. But before we get there, we've got to be accountable and recap on the last video. Now, we predicted a Liberty ambush in the first quarter, and we cashed the Liberty -2. Sweat-free, baby, and I was feeling good. And then everything went to shit. My play and prop picks in that game were terrible. Let's not hide from it. I thought Jonquel Jones would continue to eat, but we got hooked by a point, as we normally do. When we bet on Jonquel Jones, we lose 99% of the time. Now, I didn't expect Lainey Hamilton to explode. Did you? Probably not. But at the end of the day, I bet on Jonquel Jones, and she didn't get there for me. What did I also do? My stubborn ass bet on Brianna Stewart rebounds again. No luck. I also expected some points and rebounds from Leonie Phoebish. She only shot the ball 3 times. My lord. Look, I was right expecting the New York Liberty to lock up Kayla McBride, limit her points, stop her from scoring, run her off the three-point line. All of that came true. But me, being such a bitch, I didn't bet the under on her points. I took a pivot, took her over an assist, and she didn't get close. The way that I see it, I tried to get cute. I obviously overanalyzed previous games, and my reads in that game were dead wrong. Now, that's the joys of sports betting. I feel like a fucking king when I'm right, but half the time, I look like the biggest idiot on YouTube. So I've taken a step back, I've used more common sense, and I'm trusting more of the data for today's picks, and I am feeling more confident about it. Now, if that sounds interesting, let's go. So I'm looking at my girl, Courtney Williams, over 13.5 points. Now, she's covered this in both games so far in the finals and in 3 straight games against the New York Liberty. Let me show you. Now, her recent form is excellent. She's covered this in 5 out of her last 6 games. Loving what I'm seeing so far in this playoffs. The Liberty, they are locked in, and they're shutting off Nafisa Collier's water, and the burden of the Lynx offense, it falls to Courtney Williams. Now, she's only covered this line in 36% of games this season. The hit rate's not great, 18 out of 50, but she's also never played this type of minutes on a consistent basis. Now, if I look on the year, she's playing 27 minutes. She's averaging 11.8 points per game, all right? So far in this series, she's played 2 games, 35 minutes and 30 minutes. Now, that 35 minutes, albeit it was an overtime game. So she would have played 30 minutes of regular time in both games. She's been hell of efficient, shooting 50% from the field in both games. We saw her shot attempt numbers dip in game 2, but again, keeping in mind, no overtime. So 14 shot attempts, it's not so bad for Courtney Williams. I'm loving the volume. Not going to lie to you. She didn't even shoot any free throws in that last game. So there's an opportunity for a couple more buckets there. If we look on the season, Courtney Williams making at least a free throw every single game, so I don't mind that. Now, I've run some numbers here for Courtney Williams, and in the games this season where she attempts at least 14 shots per game, she's covered this number of 13.5 in 10 out of 12 games, averaging 17.2 points per game. Now, in games where she takes 14 plus shots and plays 30 plus minutes, her averages jump up to 18.7 points per game. Now, looking at the matchup and the numbers in the playoffs, the Liberty, still one of the best defensive teams. But where they haven't been so great is in the pick and roll. Now, out of the 8 teams in the playoffs, the Liberty ranked 3rd in pick and roll coverage. Courtney Williams scoring 45% of her buckets from the pick and roll and 28% above the break. The Liberty, 4th in defending the mid-range, 7th defending above the break out of the 8 teams in this playoffs. Now, also think about the game script. You would assume the Lynx would be better in this game offensively after dropping game 2. They also tend to play a lot better at home, and if they are any chance of keeping this game close, we're going to need to see Courtney Williams have a strong game here. So I do like her over 13.5 points. The other look that I have is for 18.5 points plus assists, because she's going to be part of this offense. Whether she's diamond up or scoring buckets, I think Courtney Williams is going to be very busy tonight. Lock her in for 30 minutes, take 14 to 15 shots, and cover this line. Now, before we get to my second pick, a quick reminder that my NBA season package is available. 60% off for those who get in early with the code MJ23. You'll get every bet that I place on the NBA tracked and delivered to your email or your phone. There's unit recommendations and daily updates, so you always know where we're at. The links are in the video description below and in the pinned comment. Now, let's eat. Now, for my last pick, got a bit of a parlay for you, and it's all about Sabrina Ionescu and her assists. Now, I'm taking her for under 5.5 assists, but I'm also taking her for over 2.5 assists, and you're getting that for minus 105. So close to plus money. Her under 5.5 assist play, it is juiced to the max, minus 150. You can see it right here. So adding over 2.5 assists gives this a massive boost. Now, Sabrina Ionescu, she is under this line in 6 consecutive games, and in 7 out of the 8 playoffs games. She's under in 4 out of the 5 games against the Minnesota Lynx this season. In that last game, we saw her. She only took 9 shots in that game. And what's crazy is that she took most of those shots and scored most of her points in the first quarter. She finished the game with 15 points, 12 points, all happened in the first quarter. Now, I, for one, predicted a more controlled and efficient game from Sabrina in game 2, and she was unselfish with the ball. But Nigelene Hamilton was going off, and Sabrina more than happy to move the rock around. Now, on the road, and in a game where everyone expects the Lynx to be better and make adjustments, I don't think they see Lainey Hamilton get it off again. And I think we see a more offensively focused Sabrina Ionescu take the court. She's going to take more shots, and I think she continues to go under this assist line. Now, the Lynx, they are the worst team in the playoffs at defending the pick and roll ball handler, and I don't foresee Sabrina Ionescu giving up a lot of these easy shots that she refused to take in game 2. So give me her under, mixed in with 3 assists at minus 105. Now, to give you some comfort on these assist plays, I'll let you know that she's covered this 3 assists. Screw it. Let me show you real quick. She's covered this 3 assists in 45 out of 47 games this season, a 96% hit rate. It's a nice little boost to this play. You're getting from minus 150 to minus 105 by adding this to Sabrina Ionescu. Now, there are some other looks that I had, but we've only got one game here. Let's not get desperate about it. I think 2 plays is plenty to have on this game, but I did look at Jonquel Jones points again. I did look at Brianna Stewart to get some more boards. I looked at Nafisa Collier to go under her points line again. And I looked at a bounce back game for Kayla McBride offensively. But ultimately, these are the 2 that I landed on. Courtney Williams, I love her points prop. And Sabrina Ionescu, happy to take the under and assist play there. So if you made it this far into the video, I just want to say thank you. For those of you who watch it all the way to the end, it means a lot. It does help this video get out to more people. What also helps is if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop me a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. Have you given up on the WNBA finals altogether? Are you watching it for just entertainment? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. And also, if you do want to help me out, which I'd love it if you did, check out the apps that I'm partnered up with. Chalkboard, Parlay Play, Rebet, Dabble Fantasy, Better, Boom Fantasy. If you sign up to these apps and you make a $5 to $10 deposit, these guys are going to pay me a little money. All the money that I get helps me out in this content game. YouTube ain't paying me shit. A lot of these apps, happy to send a little bit of dosh my way. So I appreciate you all, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Best of luck. Peace.